Alright, give me 1 second while it
Time to
catches up. Ooh,
start this game.
15
and
minutes to remember this character.
we are live. Woo! The timer is
Right.
exactly 1 hour. Yay!
So who remember what happened last time?
We went to a shop and
I
to
think
buy weapons,
I think it was
and
the
it didn't
shopping
go.
episode.
It was. You guys went to try and buy stuff, and you bought a lot of stuff to allow you to survive.
Who needs to survive?
And it turns out any weapons that are helpful are very, very expensive.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Accurate.
So we're gonna pull a heist.
Apparently. So welcome everyone to the last episode of Dungeons and Dragons Spelljammer.
I mean, it won't be the last episode. Just someone else will take over this derelict ship that's been left with a base level crew.
Yeah, the criminals.
Yeah. So, you're all doing your thing, returning to the ship.
Very depressed
What-
that couldn't buy big gun.
What do you
Acquiring
want to do
vehicles.
when you get back to the ship?
Have a discussion about how we should totally rob that place to get the weapons we need.
Yeah. And I'll say I'm quite good at sneaking, and as is my wife.
Where is your wife?
She's right behind you.
She's off shopping, probably, or stealing something, maybe. Who knows?
You want to make a history check? Or are you just going to leave it at that?
A history wife check.
You can make a history check to see if you can remember when you last saw your wife. Nah, no clue.
Yeah. Who knows?
You left her alone in this like hive of scum and villainy.
Oh, she can look after herself. She's at least competent at this sort of thing. Fairly sure this at least partially was a line of work for her, probably.
Okay, but yeah. So, what do you guys feel about acquiring weapons that we would otherwise be unable to acquire, so that we can stop mind flayers?
Wasn't that the
we
plan of
did-
going to that base or whatever?
Yeah, but if there's weapons that could do it right here, then why would we wait and go to that base?
So we've got two options, I see, in terms of robbing the store. Either we go in guns blazing and shoot everyone to death, or someone sneaks in and tries to steal as many weapons as possible.
The second one seems like the better option in case like we go in guns blazing and they pick up the antimatter rifle and vaporize us all.
Okay. So stealth it is.
It's a good plan.
Hmm?
Give us a minute.
Oh, okay. Now we need to. Did anyone check what that shop's opening hours and closing hours were?
Could we do a history check to see if we remember from the sign on the
Yes,
door?
you can do a history check to see if you saw a sign and have just forgotten about it.
It's very,
Both of you can
very
do it.
high
Lawrence can
DC.
do it when he gets back.
Oh my
No.
god.
Surprisingly, neither of you can remember.
Ronald,
No one can remember its opening times. Hopefully Lawrence has better luck. 1 second.
How intelligent is Lawrence is the question. So how is everyone? And by everyone, I just mean Graham, because the other two are gone.
Fine.
So have you got your next character planned?
Well, sorry, there's things happening. People trying to arrange stuff.
No, why would I have another character planned? This is going to go swimmingly well and nothing is going to go wrong.
Yeah, I can-
True.
I can say with almost 100% confidence that these characters are going to.
Yes.
But yeah, it seems neither of you can remember. You could try going back and looking at the sign, I guess.
Go do a walk by case the joint.
Or you could like Google their opening times, Andrew.
Could do that.
That's the other alternative.
See how modernised the building is if they've even got a web page.
Just a heads up, me and Joseph are probably going to be a bit late on Wednesday.
That's okay. If you let us know about how late, we can plan around it.
I think it's probably going to be about an hour, but
Okay.
So Lawrence, make a history check.
yeah, that's an hour.
Yeah, okay, Andrew, go for your Google.
Beep boop 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 beep boop. Got a very loud phone.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find the website. It's a very it's a clean website. It's not much is going on, very few options. But it does list their opening times on one of the drop-down menus. And they close at 5.
What time is it?
Currently, it is 2:30.
Ah. I
Okay.
relay this.
Do space stations go like dim light for sleeping times?
Sections of it do. This station in particular will go dim light at about 8.
Okay. So we wait here until after 8 and then we get Thingy's wife, whose names I cannot remember.
I am Justin.
And his
And
wife's
my-
name is Amir.
Yeah,
Okay, we get Justin and Amir to do the sneaking and robbing.
okay. Sounds like a plan.
They seem like the sneakiest.
What about Mr. McDonald? Is he any good at the sneak?
Not as good as you two.
Right. Okay. Sneaking sounds like the best option then.
So you're just gonna wait in your ship for a while.
Yeah. Just gonna
Uh,
relay to Justin the specific things that are probably best to be grabbing, that are most portable for biggest bang.
At about 4, Amir returns to the ship
Okay.
and just starts like hanging out.
We relay the plan to her.
She says she's not very good at sneaking.
Damn it.
Are you good at unlocking things?
Yeah, I'm good at that. I'm just not very good at like sneaking around.
I can unlock things. I'm proficient with the tools of thieves.
Okay. So
Could I
the boss
borrow-
can the boss make other people invisible or just themselves?
Well, Andrew.
Mm-hmm. Pass.
Does someone
he can make one thing invisible at a time. So
Okay,
yes,
so
he can make a person invisible.
is it person or object?
It's person or object, yes.
Right. Also, out of curiosity, going by like the way a lot of magic in D&D works, if it's an object, can it be something someone's holding, or does it have to be like a loose object or whatever?
You can't make something invisible that's being worn
Right.
unless like the person is like holding still or gives consent.
Mhm.
I I am also good at with physically disguising myself. Like if I have the tools to disguise myself, I'm quite good at that also. I don't know if anyone has tools such as these.
No, I have the clothes you see here, and my dress clothes in my bag, and that's about it. I don't have tools for disguise.
You look at the
Um,
robot and he's like, "Yeah, I'm disguised right now."
I turn to my wife and I say, "Can I borrow the thieves' tools you've got, the lockpick and other such items,
Uh,
please? And thank you."
roll persuasion.
Yeah, that's
No. No, you can't. She knows what you're like.
no.
That if she gives them to you, you will break them.
You need to go buy some thief stuff.
Okay. Um. Hmm. I will go out into the space station in search of thieves' tools.
Okay, where do you want to look?
Um.
Because you have no clue where you're going first off.
Yeah. I ask my wife if she knows where I'd be able to find some thieves' tools.
She has no clue, but she says maybe you could check out the map. Like
I look
there's like information maps all over the place.
I look at the nearest information map.
You are here.
It just tells you about like this section. It doesn't. There's a fair few shops around, and some docking bays, but nothing that it doesn't seem like any of the shops that would sell the sort of stuff you're looking for. Most of it's
Uh,
storage bays because it's like near the docks.
I'll have a bit of a wander around the docks first.
Uh, sure. Roll a perception. Or actually, what's your passive?
My passive is 13.
Sure. Wandering around, you don't really see much. It's just like people moving boxes around.
Uh, hmm. I'll move over to where the shops are next.
So you head over to the shopping district. Um, roll survival. Yeah, you make your way there.
I think that's the first one that I've rolled that's over a 10.
Yeah,
So you're ramping up.
you get there. It seems to be a lot of shops, although none of them seem to sell this like sort of thieves' tools. They all seem to be
Can I-
like food shops, clothes shops. Like
Can I look for anyone that looks like sort of that sort of type of person that might have such items?
roll perception.
Ooh, 19.
See, ramping up. Now it just keeps getting higher.
Not,
You
not
s-
20 from the one.
you see somebody who like you notice has like cloaking drive, like a little stealth drive on their hip. You think they might know some stuff, possibly?
I'll try and approach them not necessarily stealthily, but like not, also not trying to draw attention to myself. In
They
a
just walk
sense,
up to them.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll ask, "Hey, I'm looking for some
Some drugs? You're looking
specialized
for drugs?
specialized equipment. Can you hook me up?"
That still actually sounds like drugs.
Uh, I don't know who you are. Why don't you like? Why don't you check out over there? And he gestures like in like basically he gestures down like an offshoot alleyway that seems to go like down, and then
I'll
he
keep
just
an I'll keep an eye on him, but I'll slowly make my way over to the alleyway.
he
Also
just
keeping.
he's just heading straight off like down the main passageway and is getting lost in the crowds. If you make your way down the passageway, it
Yeah.
just seems to be some food shops. Some of them are on of the sketchier variety,
Okay.
like maybe not selling legitimate meat over there,
Ooh, that's the good kind of meat.
but doesn't seem to be like anything, you know, actively criminal going on.
I'll approach the legitimate meat store vendor person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ask.
He already comes at you with a sales pitch like lamb on a stick. Do you want some? It's real lamb, genuine lamb
You want lamb? Lamb good, very good. Real lamb. Come from
from the
three-legged lamb.
from the core systems and everything.
Uh, can I have a look at the specialized menu, please?
Uh, sure. What do you want?
Yes.
And then he
lean
hands
into
you
the voices.
then he hands you a menu.
Damn it! Why? Why am I so bad at this?
What? Maybe this is like special lamb that when you eat it, it gives you stat bonuses. You don't know.
I'll take a look at the menu.
You see, like the number one thing at the top is like, a gorgeous lamb, like chop, that's been nicely seasoned, and like looks juicy and full. And then when you look up at the actual thing he's holding, it's just like sad and dry.
So it is like a kebab shop.
Exactly. There's a few other things on the menu. He sells questionable hot dogs and definitely beef.
I'll ask if he's got anything a la carte, not on the menu.
He goes, I do, in fact. And then he says, I have a potato.
They're very rare.
Yes.
How much is your potato?
Uh, 3 credits.
Is there anything special about this potato?
Well, it's a potato. You know how hard these things are to grow in space?
Are they good at doing anything?
They'll make you full. You can plant them.
I'll. How about 1 credit for the potato?
Never.
Okay, you drive a hard bargain. What about 1.5 credits for the
I'll give
potato?
you some lamb for that price.
How about we make a different kind of deal?
Hmm. 2 slices of lamb?
Do you have any specialized equipment?
Yeah, and he shows you his fryer.
Anything that might help get me past certain obstacles?
A healthy lunch will fuel you for the whole day. Now, can you buy some lamb or clear off?
I'll buy the potato for 3 credits.
Excellent.
I get
He
this
hands you.
weird feeling like Lawrence's character has not been outside in like 20 years.
He takes the 3 credits and hands you a potato. Well done, Lawrence. You've
Hey.
acquired a potato.
Hey, once Justin leaves, can we start working to like try and convince his wife that we really need her to lend him this, like, thieves' tools? If all goes well, we'll be able to buy a lot of thieves' tools.
Roll persuasion. With disadvantage, because Lawrence. With his nat 1.
I am bad at this game.
She says no. Have you seen
Okay.
him?
Okay, how about just the lockpicks?
Hmm.
Either
But-
you lend them to him or you have to go and do it.
I mean, do I? We could just not rob this place. That sounds like a better plan to me.
But if we don't rob this place, we don't have any matter rifles.
Yeah, but like, you know.
And explosives.
Rail
True.
rifles.
But like, you know, we'll probably die if we try that.
Why do you think we would die?
I mean, a shop that sells that kind of stuff's got to be able to defend itself, right?
Nah, crime's low here. Like, they probably leave their door unlocked most of the time.
Oh, then you won't need the tools then.
I said most of the time, not at night. I understand that they are a shop and therefore must leave their doors unlocked most of the time, but that's not the point.
Sure, I'll lend him 1 pick.
Okay. When he fails with that, we'll give up.
So probably quite quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. So what do, Lawrence? Continue trying to... You don't know this has happened. You're
Yep.
still
I'll
on the hunt for thieves' tools.
You're at the
I'll
kebab
look-
shop.
And you're
I'll look-
at a questionable kebab shop.
I'll look for the nearest person that might look as if they know what they're doing in regards to thieves' tools.
Look, I
Roll
do want to
perception
say,
again.
wouldn't looking for someone good with thieves' tools kind of... If you found someone who looked like they were good with thieves' tools, wouldn't they probably be someone who's not good with thieves' tools?
Roll perception, Lawrence.
Okay.
You see a man walk by, and you are convinced he must be good at thieves' tools. He's wearing like a suit.
I say,
Time.
hey, the suit. Can I talk to you for a moment, please, sir?
He turns around and goes, "Ah, a peasant. Be gone."
I am no peasant. Now, tell me,
He's
are
just
you?
walking away from you.
I'll follow him.
Says, "Ah, Flavius,
Peasant.
remove him." And then a large man imposes himself between you and the person in the suit.
I'll leave him alone and walk away.
Got it.
Looking for somebody else who might know what they're doing.
Give another perception roll. Damn, okay, yeah. You see somebody who looks like... you peer a bit further down this sketchy alleyway that you were in before. And you see somebody who, like... They look like they might have some, like, know-how. Like, they're, like, casually dressed, but, like, it seems like they're trying to blend in, but they're sort of doing it too well. They're too normal. You think they might have some advice for you?
Okay, I'll subtly approach, looking as normal as possible.
As you approach, they start like moving around.
I'll keep pace with them and I'll ask.
As you approach, they start getting faster.
I'll say, "Sir, I have a business request."
They are like running away from you.
Can I run after them?
Yes, you can.
I'll say, "I have a business request."
They are still sprinting away from you.
I'll continue to sprint after them.
Shoot them in the legs so they can't get away.
Shoot in the
Okay.
leg. I just want to talk.
Roll a con save. Well, roll a con check. As we've now entered a chase.
And because of the character, instead of cool music, I imagine more Benny Hill music.
You are gaining on them. Do another one. You continue to gain on them and catch up to them.
Can I try and tackle him to the floor?
Yes. Roll strength. Yeah, so you just tackle them straight to the ground.
I said, "I have a business proposition for you."
Ah!
I mean you no harm.
There we go. Are you a cop? If you're a cop, you have to tell me you're a cop.
That's not true.
No, I'm not. What kind of stupid rule is that?
Just leave me alone.
I will on one condition.
What?
You give me all of the tools you have.
Fuck it, take them. And he hands you a set of thieves' tools and then runs away if you let him go after that.
I'll let him go. Where's the nearest guard?
The nearest guard, roll, your passive is 13. You don't see any around here.
I'll turn and I'll shout, "Stop, thief!" Pointing at the man that's just run away.
Okay. People, like, look at you for a bit, and then just go back to what they're doing.
Damn it. I don't see anybody run in his direction, do I? If I look around.
Literally nobody does anything.
Okay, I'll walk back to the ship.
Okay, you make it back to the ship. It is about 5:30 at this point. But Lawrence has returned triumphant with some thieves' tools.
I come back and I hold the thieves' tools up and I say, "Look, thieves' tools."
Holds
Wow,
up two
he
tiny
did it.
bits of metal.
Hey, you don't have to lend him my stuff after all. Good job, honey.
I did not think he'd do it.
Thank you. You see, I can do some stuff correctly. So,
Okay.
when are we? When am I doing the plan?
About 4 hours from now.
Okay, okay. Cool beans. So, are we resting until then? Are we? What are we doing until then?
The hippo is on the usual soldier's prerogative. If he's not having to do anything, he's asleep.
You're just gonna go to sleep on the ship then.
That's just if you're not having to do anything or you don't have any tasks, you sleep because you never know when you're gonna get to sleep again.
What are you doing, Andrew?
I mean, oh, actually, I suppose I would go to my chambers and start messing with my plants. My plant
Yeah.
army.
Okay.
Look, my beauties. I have more seeds. More aggressive, horrible seeds.
You get some interesting plants out of this.
Is this him still being really salty with that time I killed his living shrubbery?
Yes.
Possibly.
It is because I realised, wait a minute, I can make shitty items daily that are like the one use. That includes the shrubbery. Shrubberies
There's-
forever.
His room is just full of lots of shrubs that look interesting.
No one has been in my room because they just don't want to go near the robot's room.
Well, it is pretty disturbing.
And that's without knowing about the shrubs.
Yeah. So you're just gonna wait 4 hours then?
Yeah.
Okay, it passes. Time for the plan to go.
Okay. Oh,
So
actually,
this center of the station enters night mode. All the hangar bays close. All the lights dim. Everything gets like the general hum of electricity that you've been hearing all day quiets.
I'll approach Robot and Constantine and say, "It's go time."
Let's go die. I mean succeed.
You have
So
to
you-
just like kick the hippo awake.
So you're all heading there then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
presume.
gonna keep lookout.
Got it. So you all make your way back to the weapons shop. The shutters for it are down.
Is there a lock on the shutters?
There is
Themselves.
at the bottom.
Are there any cameras around?
Roll perception. You don't see any cameras.
I'll ask everybody else if they see any cameras.
We will
I don't see any.
look around for cameras.
Constantine doesn't see any
Or
cameras.
is it just perception?
Yeah, just perception.
Constantine's in his hippo balaclava, as if that matters.
Okay.
Well, robot knows the cameras or not when he sees or not.
Robot rolled a persuasion check, not a perception
That's
check.
true.
Robot needs to roll again.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm not going to get the nat 20, but I get an extra +1. 17's still not bad.
Still good enough. The robot notices that there is a camera like directly, well, not quite directly above, but like a little to the side of the store. It would definitely see you if you broke in.
I relay that.
Okay.
Well, it
Is
does
there
seem
any-
to be it does seem to be spinning on an axis though,
Uh,
inside its little dome.
is there a way in order to shoot the camera to make it inoperable without it seeing us? Are there any back passages anywhere that I could abscond in to get a good angle on the camera without it seeing me?
You think you could shoot the camera while it was facing in another direction?
Are there any okay, when it turns away from me, I'll shoot it.
Okay, roll to hit.
19.
Yeah, roll damage.
1 second. 3d8. D8. 3. 16.
Yeah, you destroy that camera.
Hopefully there's no one watching them that's worried about the camera suddenly getting turned off.
Yep.
Can I instantly start working on the lock, please?
Okay. Yeah, so you start working on the lock. Please roll a thieves' tools sleight of hand. Like dexterity thieves' tools, basically.
Dexterity check, you have proficiency in it.
Shit.
Okay, so you failed the first try.
I was really hoping that was going to be a nat 1, so he comes back all triumphant. Don't worry, I've got the thieves' tools. Puts them in and they break.
He doesn't fail quite that poorly.
Yeah.
Can I try again?
Yeah, go for it.
Dexterity? Again, yeah.
Yep.
16.
There you go. The mechanism clicks and the shutters begin to lift. Now you've got a glass door.
Are there any locks or any other opening device on this?
There is a lock on the door. It
Co-
does not seem to be a like physical lock. It is more of an electronic one.
You could just cut through the glass.
That's also an option.
We have save lighters.
Mr. Computer, are you good at interfacing with electronic locks?
Not really.
He does
can I
have the
try-
equipment for it though.
In amongst the thieves' tools, would that include the thieves' tools to deal with electronic locks?
For the ones you have, it does, but you're not like yeah, it does.
Can I try and use the thieves' tools to deal with this set of locks?
Yes, roll thieves' tools intelligence, please.
Oh shit.
So you think, I know how to do this, done it a million times. You take the panel off, and then you like start messing around with the wires inside. You just start yanking them out. Do you want to try again?
Yes.
Same roll, please.
Hopefully slightly better. There we go, slightly better than in that one.
You realize that you have done a number on this lock, but if you cut a specific wire, it will cause the door to open. And so you can do that, and the door will click open.
I'll cut that specific wire.
The door is now open.
Is there anybody inside that I can see?
Uh,
That was the question for a minute.
yes. 1 sec, I have to move these over to the correct map.
Oh, man.
Shut up, phone.
Just in by the door. Just put yourselves on the map at your own leisure.
At your own leisure.
Yep. So the door clicks open, Lawrence. What do you do?
Do I see anybody inside?
You don't see anyone inside. If you peer in... Hope
I'll draw my
feels-
rifle and stealthily go inside.
If you peer in, you see a long, thin line of stuff. You see some weapons racks.
I'd like to stealthily enter the shop as stealthily as I think that I can be.
Roll stealth.
Funnily enough, the inside looks suspiciously similar to when you were here earlier.
You think you are stealthy,
Yes.
but you do make it inside the shop.
Yeah, I'll move over here.
Okay.
I'll ask if the robot can make me invisible at all.
Okay, so what is the plan? Are you going to go in by yourself sneaking? From this point?
He is at the foot of 2 weapon racks.
Yeah, I'm quickly asking, so what is your plan? If you're going to sneak in, yeah, I can make you invisible now, and you can go ahead.
Or
Yes,
should we all
I-
go and run and smash and grab stuff and get out of there?
Let's just run, smash, and grab. Go before anybody gets here.
Okay, so invisible, not super useful for you.
Okay, Hippo's gonna go for where he knows the antimatter rifle and ammo was.
Okay, the antimatter rifle and ammo is right here.
Cool. Hippo's gonna head over there and grab as much of it as he can carry and then head backwards.
Okay.
What's on this side of the this shelf and this side of this shelf?
That is their grenade section, and the other side is their alien weapons section.
Importantly for me, where was the little railgun?
The small railgun is here.
Where
Where?
I didn't see that.
Is here.
You're not pinging anywhere.
Or are you pinging off into the black? Ah,
There.
okay, I saw that. So, invis heads there.
Heads there, invis.
Ronald is going to step inside to the opposite side of wherever the window is, and keep an eye out for like outside.
Very well.
Can I remember where the lightsabers are as well?
There's a rack of lightsabers over here.
I love the sound of a rack of lightsabers. That they're so common here.
Ronald, roll perception.
Ooh.
I didn't see that thing. Go for the lightsaber.
Sorry,
That's-
they're over here.
All right. I'll move.
That's fine.
That's-
That's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. You
I'll grab
guys.
So smash and grab like antimatter rifle ammo and then exit this way to grab a bunch of like random grenades and out is my plan. If that makes sense.
Got it.
I'll grab as many lightsabers as possible.
Okay, so Graham, can you roll perception as you're now near the door?
Yeah. 19? Maybe?
Ah, good,
No?
good, good.
No. 3?
Yes, the three. The three doesn't do it quite. You don't notice while you're running by. But I would like Graham, Lawrence, and Ronald to make me. Ooh. Hang on, I'll just roll some stuff. As a bunch of stuff starts to appear around you guys.
Like at the same time as like, I'm sure everything's fine for them. Starts ripping off his own arm and putting a new gun there.
Alright, one moment. Boop.
Ooh, tiny friends.
Boop.
I'm too zoomed out to see what the hell's happening.
Same.
Zoom in.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I can't, or my character sheet covers everything.
Alright, zooming, zooming, zooming. They look like tiny spaceships.
They are adorable.
They are pretty adorable.
Now I get back in that shop.
I'm kind of upset that you made me zoom in and I had a much bigger picture of Robobo in my face.
All of these little doodads are about to start lighting you guys up.
So is this an initiative?
They get a surprise round on you because they were
failed their
because-
perception so badly.
because all of you failed your perception checks and didn't notice the tiny invisible robots flying around.
Kill them,
Okay.
my brethren.
First is Lawrence. Lawrence.
Ooh.
The 21 and the 21s and the 26 hit.
Bam. Bam. And bam. Can you make me some con saves?
1 second. How many actually?
Specifically 3 con saves.
Yeah, 1 second. 1, 2, 3.
And you're asleep. Now it's Graham's turn.
Right.
Okay, so
I mean, there are none that are closer to me than anyone else, you know? Fuck.
accurate, but they're all in little drone attack patterns, so they all have their designated targets.
Okay, that's fine. Just asking.
Plus, they're all above all the shelves, so they can see you guys.
Yep.
Uh,
No cover is what you're saying.
5. So, any of those hit?
2 hits.
Got it. So, can you make me 2 con saves? You also take like 2 damage.
Oh, I
That's a
failed
fail.
both. Yeah.
You're asleep.
Just
Now
like
it's
cradling this antimatter rifle on the floor.
now it's Ronald's turn
Yay, Ronaldo, you can do it.
to also get shot up by like a ton of sleep darts.
Well, gonna see those 225s hit.
Can you make some con saves?
I'm guessing 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And asleep. That's a sleepy boy. Okay. Well, may as well just There we go. Those guys are now. Yeah, you tripped the silent alarm pretty much immediately when Lawrence botched the lock.
Yep.
I presumed as
uh,
much.
So the police immediately rushed to the scene.
Yep. I assume the self-defense robots would have been here no matter what.
Oh yeah, the self-defense robots were 100% here no matter what. And finally,
Robot disappears.
Yes.
robot can try and do that.
He is running towards. I'm guessing this way is the back room. So he's like jumped the counter and is like even invisible. Is like crouched down and like just gonna leave got a new arm. I'm all good. They're kind of fucked. Just having a nap. Everything's good. Obviously not singing this out loud.
I see.
Like,
Hang on.
we hear someone singing behind that counter.
Wrong thing. There we go. The police basically just handcuff you three.
We're still asleep, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Just
all
like-
come in and handcuff you guys.
How did they get on with rolling the hippo over to handcuff them?
Well, what they do with you is they have to like pull out the bigger handcuffs. There's a lot of aliens here, and surprisingly, you don't have the thickest arms they've ever had to deal with. They have like a series of handcuff sizes.
Okay.
Everything's fine, guys.
Everything is super fine. Super duper fine. That guy's just gonna sit right there. And then this guy's gonna come over here. And then Andrew, I'm gonna need you to make a deck save.
What? No, I was going out the back door.
Oh, okay. If
Like-
you're continuing out the back door,
Yeah, that's why I was
then
saying, like,
this
jump
little,
the
this
counter.
little, okay,
and then-
okay. The back door is over
Is it?
over.
Okay, it is
there.
over here. I was.
That is the
It
back
looked
door.
like it was that way.
So you're gonna make your way through there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, obviously, especially as I saw them start coming in the door.
Okay, you make your way into this room. This little journey boy is gonna follow you around, by the way. It's just on your tail 100% of the time.
Sure. I close the door behind me. I continue in. Does it continue following me?
It's just around, chilling. Also, this guy's gonna come and investigate this self-opening and closing door.
Could I, before he comes in the room, try and shoot the drone?
Ah, very well. Roll to hit the drone. Little droney boy.
Essentially, I was trying to get far enough in that it wouldn't be as
By the
noticeable.
way, these are also doors.
Ah, okay. It's trying to determine what's what. No, not ship ram. Stop trying to click ship ram.
But we know you love it.
Does 21 hit?
Yes. 21 does snipe that little drone. But a drone has a tiny little shield.
Oh, god damn you. There. Oh my god, an 8.
That's a miss.
The 25 though?
The 25 also hits its tiny little shield.
Damn it. Still gonna roll damage because I can.
So this dude walks in and make a deck save. That's a fail. Andrew, you also feel the sensation of sleep.
I don't think I can be put to sleep.
You can't be put to sleep, but you can be turned off
No, that's not right.
by an EMP. Also, poor Droney Boy. This Droney Boy was not strong enough to survive that. But you are. You're just unconscious, effectively. Right. So, that's the scene concluded.
I'm gonna say that I call bullshit that he knew I was a robot.
Little Droney Boy points out where invisible people are. I mean, he was just trying to disable your stealth drive. That's the number one thing. And so, fades to black. you all wake up in a slightly worse place. Yay!
That's the best place to be.
Welcome. You're all in a weird room. You're all pretty nearby, though. You're all in your own little metal box, and you can see across from each other.
Can I check my prison wallet?
You have none of your gear on you. The only thing you have is a, orange jumpsuit that is tailored to your size when you wake
Question.
up.
What do I have on me?
You feel lighter.
Mm-hmm. How so?
I mean, just, bits of you feel lighter. And you are currently wearing an orange jumpsuit.
Importantly, do I have my arms?
Your arms are there.
That is all.
Yeah. Somehow
Well-
I thought... go on.
Sorry, never mind. I was just gonna ask how big is this cell?
Your cell is bigger than the other cells.
Oh, good.
It is. You essentially get, about 4 of these cells. Essentially, you can see where they've, cut through the walls to make this bigger cell for
Like,
you.
and knock a wall through to get you in.
Yep. It's a bit cramped in, one direction, but it's okay in the others. So, it's it's not the greatest spot for you, but, it'll do.
But it is a prison, so...
Yeah.
Constantine shouts out, "Hey, can anyone actually hear me? Are these things soundproofed?
You can hear each other.
How did we get here? All I remember is having an antimatter rifle in my arm, and then I'm here."
We were captured! It went well.
The capture did go well.
Who betrayed us?
The
Was it
security bots.
Justin?
I blame Stephen.
Who?
Exactly. Stephen. I bet there's somebody called Stephen somewhere.
I mean, I'd be
Like-
shocked if there wasn't.
So about 10 minutes pass and then a guard comes up to use. Breaking and entering, trying to steal weapons of mass destruction. Tut tut tut.
Technically,
Nope.
many of us only entered. We didn't break.
Yeah, only one person broke.
That's not true. The hippo definitely broke that weapon wrap to get the giant rifle. You definitely tried to smash up. You definitely tried to hide from people, even though you were clearly breaking and entering. And you straight up tripped the alarm. That just went very poorly for you.
What about
Now-
Ronald?
No.
Ronald broke
No,
nothing.
Yeah, what did
No.
Ronald do wrong?
Ronald was also breaking and entering.
He did no such thing.
I would like to request we be tried leniently as ineffective, trying to kill mind flayers with those weapons we were trying to acquire.
That's also true, but we've also got you on an account of you were supposed to be brought into questioning for the potential assassination of an admiral. And
Oh,
stuff.
that's fine. I've already contacted them to say that I've got evidence that we didn't do that.
Ah, well, where is this evidence?
Just check my video logs. We had a lovely chat with him, and then we left.
Okie dokie.
I would like to put forward that I was just testing the response times of the guards around here.
Well done. You've successfully passed your examination.
Top notch. We
No. No, but seriously, mind flayers, big problem. We need weapons. We need to destroy a planet. Come on, help us destroy this planet.
Well, can you give us the coordinates of the base?
Not right now.
Yes.
You've took
he
our
gives you
shit.
the coordinates of the base.
Okay, if Constantine gives the coordinates of the base, they'll say, thank you. You'll be tried much more leniently if this data proves to be true, and we'll annihilate those mind flayers.
Oh, Constantine sits there, it's like, that's all that mattered to me, and then goes back to sleep.
I'd like to bring. I'd say, hey God,
Mm,
I have some information for you.
yes.
Come here.
He approaches your cell.
Do I see any keys on him?
Yes.
He has a ring of space keys.
When he comes up to my cell, can I grab him and try and knock him out against the bars?
Well, roll an attack.
What would I roll? D20 plus
Just roll D20 plus strength.
D20 plus 23.
Roll. Well, it's 1 damage plus your strength modifier, so you deal 5 damage, right?
Yeah.
Please take 5 damage as you punch the glass.
Damn it.
Really hurts your hand. He just starts laughing. Well, your trial will be delayed a bit anyway. We've encountered a weird ship on our way to, the proper prison.
Weird how?
I don't know. It's a science vessel. Send out a distress signal.
What does it look like?
Was the distress signal about monsters eating everyone?
Nah, I think it's just one of their experiments getting a bit of hand, you know?
So yes, it is.
Distress signals are never that specific. Anything with a distress signal, like back in my day, would have just bombed out of space.
Well, that is quite barbaric.
Anyway,
don't
It'll be delayed by about a couple days tops.
don't you want some canaries to go onto the other ship for you to test if it's dangerous or not? Under
No,
guard.
we're gonna send, professionals who
Yeah.
won't try and escape.
Yeah, that seems really
Well,
irresponsible of
yeah.
them. I don't know why they would do that. Like, that seems stupid.
Go and investigate. Well, enjoy prison, and he heads off.
What's prison?
Wine's food.
Oh yeah, here's your schedules, and he presses a button on his pad, and a little image is like projected onto your cells from the light above. And it's just your schedule, and basically it just says cell time lasts the majority of the time you're here. However, you get an hour of like getting to wander around this part of the complex and go. There's an hour for eating, and you have like about 3 hours free time total in the day. Most of the time is like lock up. And you have 30 minutes for like bathroom stuff. Split into 15 minutes when you wake up and 15 minutes when you go to sleep.
I'll just go to sleep for 8 hours.
It's just started lunchtime for you guys on your schedule. And so once the guard's gone, your cell doors will open.
So who wants to escape?
Constance starts heading to where the food is.
Got it. Yeah,
I'll
Constantine will head over to the canteen.
I'll head towards the food as well.
Looks like the robot is alone and trying to escape, except Ronald. Ronald might help you.
we will follow and scout out the area.
Get some food. Andrew, they give you a battery.
Delicious.
Everyone else
battery
essentially
tastes
just
good.
gets a cube, but it varies in size depending on like your weight, species, and biology generally. It is a grey, flavorless cube.
Sounds delicious.
When I go and sit down to enjoy my cube, are there any tables with inmates sitting at them? I presume
Plenty. This prison ship has several tables, most of which are filled up with crewmates, well, inmates.
Who's the biggest guy in here other than Constantine?
There's another hippo.
I'll go up to them and I'll say, "Hey, you want to join our crew?"
He just looks at you and then says, and then like shoos you away.
Okay, I'll start heading away, and on my way back, I'll how well guarded does this place look?
I mean, it's lunchtime, so this room currently has a bunch of guards. You're not quite sure.
Hmm.
There seems to be at least two at every possible entrance and exit.
How many entrances and exits are there?
There are about, in this room, 8.
How many prisoners roughly are there?
You would guess about 50 in the canteen at the minute, although you did notice that some prisoners were still in their cells in the next block over from you guys.
I'll sit at a random table. That's not at the same table as the guy that I've just spoken to. And
Do you
I'll
want to
say
sit at a full table or an empty table?
a
Like
mostly full one.
Okay.
Almost full. And I'll say, in a hushed tone, how would you guys like to escape?
They just laugh you off. Escape? Why? How could we escape? We're on a spaceship. Where would we escape to?
Exactly, we take control of the ship.
Okay, how are you gonna do that, genius? The guards
Prison
have
rank.
guns.
Yes, but there's only 8 of them in here.
No, there's 8 of them at the doors.
Yes. So we take the guns off them and use the guns they have to get more guns to start taking over the ship.
Ah, so who's gonna die first then? Any takers?
I'll go and take a
Robot
weapon.
points straight at Justin.
The problem
Me
is
and
they'll kill many of us before we've killed one of them. And by the time we even do anything, more will show up. Plus, it's just a transport, like, you know. Plus, I don't think we could steal this thing. None of us know how to pilot it.
We can pilot.
I've got some friends who can pilot.
Do you know how to pilot a ship of this size?
Probably.
I don't like that answer.
You don't like much, do you?
I like not dying. Or getting my sentence extended.
But you do like freedom as well, though.
Yeah, but not impossible.
It's not impossible.
It is the way you're describing. Better to just get to the prison.
You're lost then. And I walk away back over to my friend's table.
Okie
And-
dokie.
and eat my cube.
You're all enjoying your grey mushy cubes.
So no luck inspiring a revolution there, right? Huh?
Unfortunately not. Maybe I can find some sort of rock hammer and a poster, maybe.
I mean, you could always try to punch the biggest one in the face to see if you could take over.
Do it, do it. Viva la revolution.
Come again?
Kill
Yeah,
them
you will,
all.
If you like see the big guy over there, and I like point at the biggest one I can see that's not me.
So probably the other gif.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like punch him in the face and you win the fight, then you know you're in charge, right? That's how it works.
No, that's not exactly how it works. No.
Have you never been in one of these before?
Have you never seen a movie?
I also know that I'm not proficient in unarmed combat.
Like this is what the fourth one of these I've been in. It's not that bad.
Eat your cube.
It's kind of a vacation, to be honest.
Robots like,
So
up till like a week ago, I spent like several years on that ship. All I had was movies to watch. I've seen how Shawshank Redemption works.
When you're just about finished with your cubes, lunchtime ends, and you move into free time for a bit. You see a lot of the guards from the canteen start dispersing to other places as the prisoners sort of make their way around.
is there anyone that everyone sort of congregates around as if they know that they're a person who knows how to find certain things?
There are groups of people walking around together. You don't see anybody like out in the open in the middle of the cantina, like,
Yeah.
forming a massive crowd.
Have the guards left? Are there any more guards come in, or?
A bunch of guards have left, but so have most of the prisoners.
Hmm. I want to start a prison riot.
Well, go ahead.
I'll call out, "Hey, Steve," and I'll look over to my right at the nearest prisoner.
They continue having their conversation with someone else.
You! They said your mother was a hag.
They keep having their conversation.
Damn it, are they immune to wanting to punch people?
I mean, are you gonna head over to them?
No.
You do notice that they're definitely not human, though.
Would I know what kind of species they are?
Roll Arcana. You have no clue.
It's a human, right? Maybe it's another robot.
You're pretty sure that's a thing.
Yes. It's an androgynous blob.
So what do the rest of you want to do?
Observe.
It's just gonna look around the cafeteria. Just not gonna explore the prison. Just like
Stuff
Cafeteria.
to do in prison that's not the cafeteria.
I mean, like, how much freedom do we have to explore?
I mean, there are a few rooms you can go to.
Like, because if we can
where's-
explore around, Robot and Ronald will go around and try and figure out the layout of the ship to their best knowledge.
Where's the other gift going? Is Constantine's
Oh,
question.
the other Gith heads down the furthest away passage from you guys.
Constantine will follow the other gift.
Okay.
Also, I think I've already said GIF and GIF several times.
Fair enough.
Gift, but
We'll,
I know.
we'll do you first, Graham.
okay.
So you follow the other Gith, down a corridor, and it leads to the washing room. And Big Gith Boy starts getting to work. He starts washing prison uniforms. Along with a bunch of his presumably friends.
I'm just gonna ask him how he got here. What got him put in here?
He says, well, there were some accusations thrown around about, like, whether I was a mind flayer or not, and then I was kicked out of, like, my crew and ship. Well, kicked out, more accurately, I got an escape pod launched off. Didn't have any food. Wound up on a planet recently colonized. Had to steal some food to live. Got caught. Now here.
That's fair. That's fair. I've heard similar stories before. Yeah, yeah. I also got kicked out for similar, or well, ran ahead of a flaming mob for similar reasons.
Yeah. Well, getting kicked out of your ship's never a peaceful way, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back someday and prove them all wrong.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan, man.
Gonna kill that cousin.
That's the way to do it.
But yeah, we were trying to steal weapons to, kill mind flayers, and then this happened.
Yeah. They'll get you for that.
I never knew the good weapons cost money. I was just used to being given the best weapons if you were the best at them, right?
Yeah.
The ways
It's
people
all
do things is
different.
so backwards.
Yeah, it's all different now. It's like if you good, if it's like if you're wealthy, you deserve the best weapons.
Yeah, what? How does that make any sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Like,
Clearly, the best person at using the weapon should be the one to own it.
yeah, exactly. Like ownership should be a meritocracy.
Yeah. I like
Ah,
you, friend.
same. You guys need any help in here?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry
Uh,
about my other friend trying to rile up some sort of
I'll
escape
put
attempt.
I'll put you on the sheet. And he goes over to a wall, and he says, "What's your name?"
Oh, Constantine.
And he writes your name down on the worksheet to show that you've done some work.
Sure. Constantine's gonna help out and chat with these people and find out why they're all in here and try and make friends so that we're not actually just having Justin antagonize all of the other prisoners.
Yeah. You find out because you did pretty well, just making friends with them. They have the reason they're in here is because they have a stash of stuff. They have some food that's not cubes and they have a little phone and stuff stashed away in here.
Okay, I'll take note of that. I'm not gonna ask for anything because I'm just new.
Yeah.
I'll take note. That's information the robot boss man I want later.
Mm-hmm. Very well. And then we'll cut to Robot now that you're doing your work thing. Robot, you wanted to explore with Ronald.
Yes.
Are you just going down the next nearest passage to you that isn't the one you just came out of?
Makes sense. Explore new areas. Try and get an idea of the layout of the ship based on my semi-limited knowledge of ships.
You come out into a large room that seems to be akin to sort of a like yard area. It has like some exercise equipment on it and stuff. And you also notice that in the ceiling there seems to be these black glass panels that seem to make up the ceiling for pretty much every room you've been in so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cantina had them, the top of the cell blocks had them. This room has them, like even the corridors.
Is there anywhere that ever like shows the outside?
No. If you keep looking around, you'll keep finding more rooms and none of them will show the outside. There is a garden which has like simulated grass and stuff and like well, it doesn't have simulated grass, there's like dirt in it and people have grown plants and things on it. And it has a simulated sky and walls, but it doesn't actually show the space that you're in.
Hmm.
There's also a little metal workshop. It's really weirdly put together as well. Like, for some reason, a lot of the rooms connect in strange ways. And you also find a bunch of corridors that kind of just lead nowhere. You'll also find just a couple of random other rooms, like there's the med bay. Like up a couple of stairs, you'll find like the psychiatric office and stuff. Then there's like the communication center where there's just a bunch of like there's like phones and stuff, so you can talk to your loved ones if you earn time on it. It's quite a decent little prison. There's
Oh,
even a little shop where you can like if you earn money at the like stores, you can like buy stuff.
uh, Robobo would ask how you earn time on the phones.
Go work. You can either like clean up, or there's the laundry, or you can do metal work, or like anything really.
Okay, the two of
You can go
them.
sort the library out,
The two,
actually.
the two of them go and do work.
Sure, sure. Uh, for every hour you do, of which you can spend 3 hours doing it because it's so much free time you have, you earn a like little work token that gives you 10 minutes per token on the phones.
Okay, then he works for an hour
Okay.
and then goes to ring on the phone.
Who are you calling?
The ship.
Ah, got it. So you ring up the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Lawrence's wife picks up.
The robot says one thing and then hangs up. Tracking beacon activated and then hangs up the phone.
Good, good, good. Because at that moment you hear a rumble coming from one side of the ship. It seems like they've docked us with something, would be your guess. Or something's like hit them.
Could be that ship they mentioned earlier.
Oh, Constantine will have been like, "Hey, have you guys heard about this ship that's sending out a distress signal we're all docking with?" To the people working in the bit.
A few of them have, some of them haven't. The ones who haven't seem a bit panicky about it.
Yeah, mentions like they should probably just bombard that sort of stuff out of space. Like everybody on the ship's probably gonna die from whatever the hell caused the distress signal in the first place. And it just
A lot of them look loads of them look worried now. The gift does agree with you though.
Okay, sorry. I'll go back to what you were doing.
Lawrence, what do you want to do?
Hello. So I will. Would it be able? Would I be able to find? Would it be possible for us to? I'll just go and help out with some of the jobs or something.
Sure. They say, hey, do you want to sort the library out?
Yes, I'll go and sort the library out.
Cool. And they send you to go, like, basically arrange books properly.
What books do I see whilst I'm in there?
Literally tons. Like, there are ones on, like, history, math, geography. Like, you can find something on anything. You can find, like, music. There's someone like literature.
Can I find some on modern weaponry?
Don't have anything like that.
How to
Damn
build
it.
your own shank.
Uh, some of the yeah, I'll
There's
just sort the.
mentions of like historic weaponry in some of the
Yes,
history books.
I'll take a look through some of the historical books.
It just details the closest you get is like there are books that offhandedly mention in like footnotes stuff about like cool swords that existed in the past. Or like
Yeah.
interesting guns that like people owned in
Okay.
the like in more modern history.
Right. I'll just sort the books out then.
Okie dokie. Uh, do you work for like an hour to catch up with the rest of everyone else and get your little token?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, another hour just sort of passes without much happening.
I mean, wait, so if is that just like an extra hour on top?
Uh, you guys can do whatever you want during that hour. Do you, like, I'm assuming you're just working, right?
Yeah, Robot and Ronald are going to specifically go and work in the metalworking so that he can have access to metal and do things he shouldn't be.
Okay. What would you like to try to do? They basically just give you like, uh, they're having you essentially make railings.
Hey, as long as it's metal, Robot can work with it.
So what sneaky stuff are you gonna try and do then?
I mean, he's going to make himself an arm blade.
You're gonna try and like make your arm into a blade. Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
Literally.
Yes. With disadvantage.
Aww.
And also roll stealth, assuming you're trying to hide this from your teacher.
7 and 7.
So they immediately say, "Stop that! You're not allowed to come here anymore."
I'm just fixing my arm.
They say, "Go work in the library. You can't, you know, hurt yourself." Or the laundry room.
Laundry room. That has machines in it. Okie dokie.
So do you walk over to the laundry room?
Yeah.
Graham, you see a disturbing robot approach you.
Oh,
It looks
hey
familiar.
guys. I introduce Are You Okay to the group, and I introduce the group to Are You Okay?
Hello. As he's just like looking over the washing machines.
Um, because it's like I don't know what he's looking at either.
Do you get to work, Andrew, and just work normally, or are you gonna try and do something weird?
That's a stupid question. What? I'm just like quickly scrolling through all the common magic items. What shit can I make out of a washing machine? Funnily enough, not a lot of things equate to what thermal cube. What's that do? Oh, it just makes things warm. It's almost like common magic items are garbage. I'm going to 100% work absolutely normally. And not at all try and modify the washing machine while I'm working.
Try and
Uh,
roll sleight of hand to see if you can do it without anybody noticing.
With advantage on disadvantage or normal or what?
Considering you're just like doing it in a room full of people, disadvantage.
Excellent. That's a 9.
Yeah, so as you go to start messing with this washing machine, the hippo will come over to you and say, "Don't do that.
Why not?
Don't do that. They'll take away our privileges if you do that."
We need to do something.
Graham, you also know that the phone is hidden inside that washing machine.
yeah. Uh, possibly like, please don't draw attention to that washing machine.
Alright. Also, he will go up and whisper into Constantine's ear. Don't worry, ship's on the way.
All right. Constantly will whisper back. Phone in that washing machine you were looking at, just in case. That's not monitored by the guards.
He will just spend the rest of the time doing normal things then.
Is there anything in the laundry department that could be like hidden on your person that could be used to form like a shiv?
You think you could probably like there doesn't seem to be much, but you think you could like tear a bit of like loose metal off one of the washing machines and you could probably make that into a shave. You need
Sure.
some cloth or something to wrap it with.
I mean, we're in a laundry department.
Yeah,
It's the easy part.
yeah. Uh, so you reckon you probably could, given like a bit of time.
Sure. He's gonna try and do that just because he's worried that we might be stuck in here with horrible things trying to kill us without any self-defense.
Good, good, good. Roll. I'm assuming you don't have like Tinkerer's tools proficiency or anything.
I don't have Tinkerer's tools. I only have Navigator's tools proficiency and Navigator's tools,
Um,
but I don't have
give
Navigator's tools.
me a like Arcana check.
That seems like a interesting choice.
Or sleight of hand.
Nah, it's an arcane washing machine.
I'll
Do sleight of
Sure, yeah.
hand.
I was assuming it would be like some either like athletics to get it off or sleight of hand to like be getting it off without people noticing or whatever.
Sleight of hand if you don't want people to notice. You can just try and rip it off with athletics. Sure.
I'll start with sleight of hand. I just have not rolled above a 3 today or whatever.
It seems fixed on there, quite tight.
Cough, cough, athletics, cough. Oh, still can't get it.
So you like strain against it, and you can't quite do it.
It's like this 9 foot tall hippo man unable being defeated by a washing machine. Hey, does anyone know if there's it's like gonna quietly ask the other GIF, is there like spare metal in the other departments?
Yeah, you could probably get to the metalworking department and like get some spare metal from there.
Cool, cool.
Although usually you have to be pretty trusted if you're gonna take anything out of the metalworking department.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna take some cloth just for use later.
Do you like rip some off a uniform or something?
Yeah, just off the end of a uniform.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
You
I'm gonna
now
go work
have a
in
length of
metalworking.
orange cloth.
I'm gonna go do my last hour in metalworking.
Fair enough. You make your way over to metalworking. Uh, so you would like to try and get like a thin piece of metal out of it, right?
Just it doesn't need to be that big. It just needs to be like something I can put a point onto, so to like mean that I'm not doing unarmed attacks.
You might be able to smuggle a screwdriver out of there.
Sure, that's cool.
Roll sleight of hand to try and like tuck the screwdriver in your pocket when you're trying to
It's
get
gonna
away.
go badly, isn't it? Come on, please, please roll well. What the fuck is with?
Uh, so you try, but you like drop it as you try and put it in your pocket.
Oh, I'm just so clumsy. Sorry. Pick it up and put it back on the table so everyone can see me just acting normally.
Mm.
Would I be able to try again when I'm actually leaving for like lights out, or is that
Yeah, yeah. You can try again when it's just about time for lockdown.
okay? Just tell me when that comes.
Uh, can everybody roll a perception check real quick?
Perception.
Yeah.
It's my first 10 or better of the day.
Ah, well, Lawrence. And also Ronald. Both of you see a guard. Uh, looks a little pale. It's the same one. He's just been like wandering around.
I'll say, "Are you okay?" As
Yes,
I
you
walk back.
called?
No, not you, robot. And talking to the god, he looks a bit off.
Ronald also notices this if Ronald wants to do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Can
is
I
there
try and
anything?
discern?
Yeah, is there anything we can do to like try and figure out what's wrong?
Medicine? Roll medicine?
Uh,
Who's
Ignore the
who's the better
ignore
of medicine? What's your medicine roll?
+1.
I can't find it. Mine is also +1, so we'll just both roll then.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
that's a good start.
No, Ronald has no idea. You also don't really have a good grasp of what this might be. Like, he just looks a bit sickly.
Are there any other gods around?
Yeah.
I'll point him out to the other gods and say he looks unwell, and say that I'm going back to my cell. Please don't hurt me. And I'll continue
They
on my
say,
way.
"Oh, thanks for pointing him out. We'll get him to medbay." And you see a guard come over and escort that guard to, like, you see them take him to an entirely different section of the prison. Like that, you see him get led out of a door,
Yeah.
that's sealed off and taken away.
I'll then head straight back to my cell.
Lawrence,
Hello.
roll me a d20.
Ooh. 14.
Good to know. Good to know. And can Ronald also roll a d20?
Ooh,
Is it?
flat D20s.
Go check your messages in a second.
Yeah, you're fine. A bit more time passes. Everyone roll perception again?
Everyone or just the two?
Everyone can.
Ooh.
Perception. Yeah, I see jack shit.
Very good. Slightly better.
Yeah. Ronald's the 18, right?
Yeah.
And Constantine.
I
Ronald and
try to
Constantine.
always roll robot then Ronald in that order.
Ronald notices that one of the people in the canteen looks kind of a bit sickly. Constantine, you notice like the same person who's wandering around just outside the like laundry area.
Mm-hmm. The same person that Ronald noticed.
Yeah, you both notice the same like prisoner. Ronald can guess that they look like they look similarly to the previous
Ill
guy.
looking in the same sort of way.
Yeah.
Constantine doesn't have any doesn't know what the previous person looked like, of course. So doesn't
yeah.
actually.
What Ronald will do is he will tell "Are you this?" and ask him to go and ask if everything's all right.
Sure.
Rather than
Are
a
you?
humanoid to go to the sick person.
Are you gonna head over?
Sure. Hey buddy,
okay.
what's up? You're looking a bit not great.
He's
Even
just
for a
leaning
human.
against the wall, and he says, "Oh, I really don't feel very good. I should probably head over to and then he vomits.
Yeah.
He just vomits all over the ground.
Nice.
And he's like,
I'm presuming that's not normal for your kind.
"Oh," he now looks pretty green.
Quick question. Come into contact with anything weird recently?
Not really.
Probably should go tell someone you're sick. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Just walks off totally
he like
uncaringly.
he wanders off to the like prison sick bay. And what's everyone's passive? Who's
9.
like in the laundry area?
13.
Also 30 in.
Sure, if you have 13, you'd notice that like even though he said he was going to that like the prisoner, you see a guard escorting him to like the doors that seem to lead to like the non-prisoner sections of the ship. And you also see somebody like cleaning up the vomit. 5-10 more minutes pass. Roll perception.
Yeah. Typical.
Oh, well, I've clicked both, but neither have come up. Oh, there we go. Excellent.
Ah, well, this time everything's fine, guys.
Good to know.
A little bit longer passes. And this time you don't need to roll, you just all see somebody throwing up in the middle of a canteen. And they head to the, like, sick bay.
Leans over to leans over to Constantine is like, nah, it's definitely not related to that ship. with a distress call. This has got to be totally unrelated.
Yeah, this could never be in any way related to anything.
You also noticed the dude who was mopping up the sick before's coming here to work.
I suggest we leave now and get into our cells away from everyone.
Oh yeah, Constantine's at the metalwork. He wouldn't be there. Sorry. Good point.
Let's get Constantine and get away from everyone. Maybe tell some of the guards that there's probably some kind of pandemic breaking out, maybe. I don't know. It's a bit weird that everybody's vomiting. Do you know where he is, Robert?
Shrugs. Might have said metalwork. You wanted a shiv or something.
Let's go there. I tell one of the. Do I see a healthy guard anywhere?
Yeah, you see one.
I say to him, go tell the medical center that people are being ill, and also, yeah, go tell the medical center that.
We have
and
the
then
situation well under control.
Doesn't look like it. And then I'll leave them.
There's
I'll
only
then
been like
leave them.
there's only been 4 or 5 incidents.
So, since when?
I think
I
yeah,
mean,
someone vomits in the distance. All right, 5 or 6.
You know, just since like the first prisoner started to do that sort of stuff.
When was the first prisoner doing this?
Look, that's none of your concern.
I mean, it is.
And we've
It
just
is.
entered, we've just re-entered lockdown. Please go to your cells.
I'll
And then the
make it look
alarm
like
goes for lockdown.
I'll head off towards metalwork.
He says that's not the way to your cells. Go to your cell, prisoner.
I'll start heading towards the cells.
Graham, while you're in the metal workshop, please roll again to see if you can steal your thing.
No, I'm very bad at this game.
Yeah, they say they notice you this time and go, yeah, out of the metal shop now. And don't come back. But when you leave, you do notice that your teacher looks pretty sick.
Gonna head back to my cell and assume I can pick up a weapon once everyone is turned to some sort of alien monster via sickness.
Yeah, you. Ooh. You notice like a couple more people on your way to your cell getting sick.
Just gonna avoid the plague bearers.
Do you head to your
the
cell?
cloth I picked up as a mask.
Got it. Do you head to your cell then?
Yeah.
You manage to get into your cell. And the tannoy, and over the tannoy once, in about like 10 minutes, once everyone's in their cells, announces, there's a small illness, nothing to be worried about, that's spreading through the ship. Should have the whole thing cleared up in like a couple of weeks tops. Uh, everyone just try and get some rest, and we're gonna try and keep you in your cells so that, it doesn't spread around. And then it ends.
So who's up for that breakout attempt now?
Andrew, the person in the cell next to you, starts, like, wailing in pain.
He seems up for it.
Constantine, you're in one of the cells opposite. That guy is, like, vomiting, and some of that vomit is definitely blood.
Alright.
I think
Escape
I think
plan,
if we
thumbs
wait-
up or thumbs down?
uh
Escape,
if-
yes, let's go.
are the cells shut, or are we just sitting inside them waiting for them to shut?
The cells are shut.
A little bit late.
Yeah, let's.
Thumbs up or
let's
thumbs
put it-
down?
I mean, yes to the escape, but we can't do it yet.
We can do it now. We're ready to go.
But the cells are shut.
Do you want to escape or not?
Yes, but the cells are shut.
Alright, Ronald, let's go. And Ronald materializes his lightsaber.
Hmm.
Oh
Is
yeah,
Ronald
I
good?
forgot. He's a hexblade.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a
So Ronald's
hexblade, but he is the sword warlock.
Yeah. He's that.
Oh,
So
sure,
Ronald's gonna
actively
try
blade
and cut his
Yeah.
way out of his cell.
Yes. Slowly
Uh,
cut through the glass.
Okay. Roll to hit.
With not a lightsaber. Come on, Ronald. Don't fuck up this one. Come on. I'm sure I clicked that. Roll to hit the glass. I'll press it again. Okay, apparently I didn't hit it the first time. 21
That
versus
is
glass.
somehow a miss.
How?
Because it has 25 AC.
He will continue.
Very well. Keep trying, Ronald.
13. The guy next door is like really fucking having a bad time of it all this time.
We hit the jackpot. Alright. So, as Ronald's trying to hit this wall and really failing, all of the cell doors open.
Haha, plan successful.
And almost immediately, a large amount of vomit and blood begins spilling over the top of the walkways.
I'll step out into the walkway.
Make a dex save.
9.
You get a nice drench of vomit and blood.
Great. I'd like to try and stand up.
Please make a con save.
Robot walks out not caring.
Ah, yes, you're fine.
What? What's
can
the
I try and-
problem?
Can I try and stand up?
Yes, you can try and stand up. The floor is quite slippery.
Do I see the reason as to why the cell's open?
No. You can assume that somebody hit, like, the master switch for just open all the cells.
Interesting. Huh.
On the bright side, Andrew's cell buddy next door has stopped convulsing
Yay, good for him.
and vomiting everywhere. He's just staying still.
Can I move to the end of the corridor? Everyone, let's go. As I start moving.
Where are you gonna head to?
Well, the end of the corridor.
Okay,
Generally,
you just make it to the end.
we
You
should
can
try
just
to
run
head
to the end of the
towards
cell blocks if you want.
like
Yeah.
there was the area that we know went into non-prisony areas. We should try heading in that direction at least.
Yeah. What?
Am I able to stop by a place to like pick up something I can use as a weapon just in case?
Ronald could like cut some of the like railings and stuff into a
Uh,
blade.
Graham, you notice that like there are more than one shivs floating around in all of that vomit.
Ugh.
I ask Ronald if he'll cut me a bit of metal off of one of the like guardrails or something like that.
Oh, you don't want a vomit shiv.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have a non-vomit shift.
But it
please.
deals extra vomit damage.
To you.
Yep, Ronald, here, just this bit here, put it this length at this
Alright.
angle. That's perfect for giving me a stabbing weapon.
He like holds onto the railing, cuts it in the two places, and then hands it over to you.
Cool.
Can I ask for the same as well?
Sure.
Please?
Everyone have a railing shiv.
Cool. You basically all have like little club 1d4
Daggers.
stabby dagger things.
You can use strength for daggers, right?
I think the finesse.
Well, these are just raw metal poles, so sure. These are not finesse weapons.
I'm Dex in mine. It's my rapier. Because
Sure.
I'm better at that. But yeah, and then I'll just sort of fall in with where the robot thinks we should go.
You hear a lot of wails and screaming, just from everywhere.
Yeah. Let's try and get to an escape pod, maybe. Do I see onward travels? Do we see any maps anywhere of the layout of the ship?
No, because you're in a prison.
Hey, if we could just get
let's
off the ship, we should be fine.
Yeah, but we need escape pods to get away from the ship.
Nah.
Let's get.
I'll just turn into a ship.
Let's get to the bridge at least. Oh, if I doubt there's a hangar base since it's a prison ship, but let's get to the bridge to see if there's anything, any maps of any.
I mean, that's assuming
escape
we can
pods.
find the bridge. We're still trying to find the way out of the prison area.
Yeah, let's get out of the prison area first, then we'll work out where we're going in the ship afterwards, okay?
Yeah, let's get going. I'll head towards the left prison area.
I will
So
follow
where are you gonna head to then? Like,
the bit the robot pointed out earlier.
the bit
Yeah.
that like leads you into the guard area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where we saw the other guard being taken away.
Yeah. Okay. So that big heavy door is actually open.
Handy.
Would you like to make your way through?
Yes.
It comes out to a ladder that just takes you directly up. And if you climb the ladder, you'll reach a long series of corridors with many doors to many locations.
Okay. Can I move along the corridor, opening each door and looking in? Each door.
You can.
Can I?
You
be,
can
like,
still
looking...
hear. By the way, you can still hear the wails from downstairs.
Just drown that out. Can I be like looking around for like any signs that like have different like medical area this way, bridge this way, etc.
You don't notice anything like that. You do notice a computer terminal on the wall, though.
Yeah, that works too.
It's got a couple of bloody fingerprints on it, but you know.
That's fine. I guess.
Also, none of the doors here seem to open for you guys.
Are you and Ronald will go and do some elite hacking?
Ah.
We didn't see any like guard bodies that would have some sort of key
Uh,
on them.
You see a few pools of sick and vomit. Although most of them are like pooling out from rooms. You do see one guard who is busy like convulsing on the floor, screaming in agony.
Cool. Does he
Can I
need
walk
to-
over and
Hey! It's my guard. I
So-
found him first.
While
Pushes you out the
bleeding
way.
from many of his orifices.
Does he have anything on him that looks like it would be useful to us?
He has a key card
Does he have any
and
weapons
some,
on him?
and he has like some guns. Well, he has a gun.
I'm
Some
gonna-
piles of guns.
Cool. I'm gonna stab him to death, take his weapon and his keycard.
Okay, roll to hit.
Put him out of his misery.
He is prone
So 20 to hit?
and essentially incapacitated. Yes. So roll damage. Yeah, this is a mercy kill. You just stab him in the throat, and
And I'm gonna pick up his weapon and his keycard and try and like extricate them so they're not being vomited on.
the gun is definitely covered in blood. The keycard has a small amount of blood on it.
Sure, I'm just gonna wipe it on the parts of his clothes that aren't covered in blood and then move on with my life.
You do see the gun flash up a message on the reticle that just says, like, error, user not recognized.
If the blood's on it, is the user recognized?
No.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes, okay?
You'd probably guess that it's looking
It's
for a
hand-based.
fingerprint.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I'm gonna take his finger
just get Ronald to
Mhm.
come and cut the hand off.
and see if I'm putting the finger near it works.
It does for now.
Cool. It's fine. I've just got like gonna like
So if you
set this
hold
up
his
so that-
finger in place,
So I'll get
then
the finger in one place and then I'll fire.
it's a
Yeah,
little
looks-
awkward, but you can manage it.
It looks dumb as shit, but like we're gonna try.
Yeah.
I'll like walk over where they're doing like hacksaws and then use the key cards.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door. Oh, actually, no, you access the terminal. The terminal comes online. What do you want to search for?
What the way out is in a map of the ship.
Okay, a layout of the ship states that the like room where all the escape pods are like it seems to be pretty close to where the like joining part of the ship is.
Mhm.
And is a fair walk from where you are, but you could get to it in about 10 minutes. The like bridge is about 5 minutes away, and the medical center is just a bit around the corner.
Quick
Okay.
thought, where is the storage?
The storage center is like a minute's walk from here.
Let's go there first so we can get our things back.
Ah, there we go. You all notice that the wailing from downstairs stops.
Let's go there quickly.
There. The screams have died out.
I will hand the key card to the boss and be like, here, this will stop you on a hack.
Cool.
And then follow along with the pistol ready and the shiv in the other hand.
So you're gonna run to the storage unit then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're gonna open it up with your little key card.
Yeah.
It's just like a door. It slides open. It's got a bunch of boxes, and they all have and in the room there are a bunch of like labels with faces on them on each of the boxes. It's pretty easy to pick out like which ones are yours.
So it goes up the box. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Pulls out the jacket.
So is all of our stuff there.
Yeah. It's all
Cool.
in the boxes.
Shed the like weird finger gun, grab my own stuff.
Hey, just stick the gun in the bag. We can maybe repurpose it.
Oh,
Sure.
but everyone loves the finger gun.
Okay, I stick the finger gun in the bag.
Yeah.
What else is there in there? Seems a bit wasteful to not like check out some other criminals' boxes.
There's a bunch of boxes with stuff in. There's a couple of laser pistols. There's about 3. There's a ton of sets of random clothes. Some cooler than others.
None cooler than my jacket, though.
Is there a gift-sized jacket?
Yes. The other gift had a jacket.
What does that jacket look like?
It is a cool leather jacket.
Like, I put on a cool leather jacket in remembrance of the other gift.
Nice. So we've got one guy in a cool leather jacket and one guy in a cool duster. We're a cool crew.
Got it. You also find a fedora if anyone's interested.
Oh,
No,
we'll
fedoras look terrible.
we'll keep that for Lawrence's character.
And there's also a series of phones.
Oh, take all the phones. They've got tiny bits of gold in them.
Interestingly, one person had like a little like robot companion.
Ooh.
It doesn't have any batteries in it currently.
I mean, like, obviously, RU would want the robot friend.
Got it. You pick up your tiny little robot. And other than like a fair number of drugs, there's not much else in here.
Oh, the crew's gonna be so disappointed I can't fit all these drugs in my bag.
There's also a couple of like knives and shivs and stuff.
Do
Ooh.
any of these what kinds of drugs? How valuable are these drugs?
Funny enough, I was gonna ask a similar thing of like, of the little ones, can I grab one of each kind of drug as a return present for the crew?
Could I
Yes.
grab the most valuable of the drugs that aren't taken by the robot?
Roll an intelligence check to see if you know which kind of drugs are the most valuable.
Ah, how many different kinds of drugs do I get?
You want to take like a small amount of as many
Yeah,
drugs, like
just one of
of the-
each.
Oh, okay. You get like about 10 needles, and about like 8 small bags of weird powders or crystals. Yeah, you do correctly identify, Mr. Gith, the most valuable drug in there, and know what it is and does. It comes in a like large needle, and supposedly what it does is it's not a recreational drug. It is entirely for like survivability. It like spikes. It gives you like a regeneration speed for a short period of time. Like it can
So like
it can like
the GIF would probably know about this because it's the kind of thing that militaries might use.
it can like amp you up for a bit, kind of like
Right.
a steroid. It does have
Is-
some like negative impacts afterwards, which is why it's illegal, but it is very powerful stuff and is
Is this the-
incredibly valuable.
Is this the really expensive one that I've worked out?
Yes, this is the really expensive one you've worked
What's it
out. This
called?
is the most expensive thing in this room.
Does it have a name?
No. Well, there's not one on the ball. Well, not the
Uh,
ball, like the needle.
So just like, extra valuable stimulant drug?
Uh, like they have a specific name for it. You sort of just know it as like it's a thing that specific races sometimes take. Usually ones that are more focused on war.
And how many sets of it can I grab?
There is there is like 2 needles of it.
Yeah,
Andrew has already
I
taken
grabbed
one.
Hey, so that
Uh,
works out.
And was there anything else valuable that I saw to grab?
Uh, there is a there's like a canned beverage that you think's pretty valuable.
Space Sprite.
Sure, I'll grab that as well. However many of those there are. Is it just the one again?
There's a 6-pack of them.
Okay, 6-pack of
Space drug beer.
valuable drug beer.
That one is more. You know that one's more of a hallucinogen. It will get you high, and they don't really have a bad. And it's known for not giving people bad trips,
Usually.
Okay.
and lasting a fair while.
That's fine. Thank you.
Only issue is it does shorten your lifespan by a fair amount.
Ah, who
I
needs
will
lifespan?
pack in my bag, and then I'm sorted basically.
So we've got some guns, some phones, some needles, and some powder. Also a robobo.
Yeah, so you gonna head out?
So I guess, yeah, we'd head towards, like, the evacuation type area. Ooh.
You want
Could-
to go to?
Yeah, so we have, just double checking, we've definitely all, obviously I'm guessing Lawrence would have, all, like, swapped out of our prison outfits completely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andrew, you find several components of your guns missing. That were in the box.
Fucking bastards.
You can just install back in.
Click, click, clock.
Yeah. It takes you a little bit, but you can repair
like,
your arm.
repairing quickly as we're going. Need to get to that outside area quick.
So you want to head to the escape pods, right?
Yeah. Or, like, anything that can get us outside of the ship.
Let's see. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it takes you a little while, but you can sort of make it there. Unfortunately, all of the pods have been launched.
That's fine, as long as we can get out.
You can try and get into the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
There's like an airlock you can get into.
So, opens the one end of the airlock, and then RU does his transform. And it's like, alright, everyone, climb in! Get inside me!
I climb all up inside. Are you?
There is
Just
not
get right
enough
in
room.
there.
It's a very tight fit. Pretty much, it'll be like, you can get in, and then Lawrence has to hold on from the outside.
He cannot get in. He is so much more massive than you.
Alright, then you're the one that has to hold on.
Literally nobody can quite fit in
Was
you
there
unless
any
they were like
apparatus in the
small.
storeroom for like breathing in space?
You can breathe in space, just not for long.
No. It looks like the people who had the escape pods took those kinds of things. There were like hangars for them.
So there's no chance of us getting that sort of stuff. So I will just have to hold my breath in space.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, but you can see out, by the way. The view hole shows you that you're in the middle of space.
How far away is the main ship?
You can't see anything around currently. Like, the station isn't in view at all. Like, It seems like you guys are pretty far away from wherever you were.
Are you sure this is a good plan, boss man?
Yeah. We'll have some air. I can use some of the scrap I've got to give you a tiny bit more air.
You
Well, at
could
least one
guess
of you.
that's probably not gonna save you.
We just have to survive long enough for the crew to get to us.
Yeah, I don't think
What's
it's a good plan. I'm just gonna say this right now. I think that we don't know where the ship is, and therefore this is not a good plan.
It's heading towards us.
Yep, but from how far away?
I mean, it can't be that far. How far can we have travelled?
How far could we have travelled?
I
That's a
assume
good
with a
question.
ship.
It's
Yeah.
too bad that you guys haven't checked like a navigational system or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like we should head towards the bridge and not just eject ourselves into space right now.
Each to
I
their
did
own.
want to.
Yes, Justin?
Where are we currently?
You've got
Uh,
your stuff back. You're at the escape pods. They're all launched, and you're in the middle of nowhere space, and you have no clue how far you are from your ship.
Also, we
And-
found a fedora for you. If you want
Also,
it.
you have a fedora now. Ah, and they have a bunch of drugs now.
And the robot wants us to eject ourselves into space despite two of us not likely to survive it.
Let's go to the bridge.
I agree.
Okay.
Start trying to make my way towards the bridge.
Yeah,
Or at
you
least
can. You guys can make your way towards the bridge.
Okay.
You walk back past that guard's corpse, still missing his finger. Uh, and you make your way to the bridge.
How horrific does the bridge look?
There aren't many surfaces that aren't not covered in vomit.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So that
Of the
means
ones
there
that
are
aren't.
some.
There are about 3 bodies in here.
Of the surfaces that aren't covered in blood, is it possible to discern anything useful?
You can still access the computers.
Sure, let's do that and see if we can figure out if we can figure out how if our ship is anywhere near.
Sure.
Yes.
We'll try using the key card that we got.
Yeah, that gives you access to the basic navigation systems. You figure out that your position is real far from where you used to be. Like, the engines on this ship, because it is a much larger ship, are much more powerful than yours. This thing has made it like halfway across the Empire.
How long have we been at this? Roughly.
You see that they docked at the station you guys were at, or like they left the station you guys were at about 2 days ago.
Cool. Okay, so maybe I was wrong about the distance and time.
Yes, maybe. Maybe
Can
we're
we
slightly
detect-
off.
And they were just rocketing through space as fast as they possibly could to get back to the main prison because the barge was getting quite full. You can also see the total number of inmates.
How many?
This barge has the capacity for 500 inmates.
I like the idea that there's a countdown and it's just ticking down one at a time.
There's also 100 guards on board.
Well,
And about
99 now.
And about 30 members of staff.
Is it possible to discern between the living and the dead members of the crew and/or other inhabitants?
No. It just has a register. It doesn't monitor their current vital signs.
Would I know of a way to be able to do that?
Unless they all had, like, pacemakers installed and were keeping track of them on the ship system, you don't think you could.
Interesting.
You could, like, try looking for, like, internal heat sources, or try looking
Can I
at the
do that?
cameras.
Can I try looking for internal heat sources?
Like, you don't really find many.
I feel like looking at the camera system might be a good plan.
Yeah, we'll look at the cameras.
When you go to the console that boots up, that like controls the cameras, you see all the screens have been smashed in.
Interesting.
That area also looks particularly covered in vomit and blood.
I'll stay away from it. Can I check if there's any further and any remaining ways off this ship?
You don't see any, like, there's no escape pods or anything because they've all been used, but I mean, this ship has no clue what's over there, but you could try going to the other ship.
Was there like a quarantine, like a solitary isolation sort of area of the ship?
By looking at the schematics, you can figure out that there is an area next to the docking bay, like where you dock with other ships, that you would, like, get scanned for pathogens and viruses.
No, but like one for particularly violent prisoners.
No, they don't have, like, any solitary confinement.
Let's go to the other ship, see if they've got any escape pods over there.
Huh.
Is it possible to download a map onto Robot?
Or the phone, maybe?
Yeah, the phone. The phone will work better.
No, I want to download it onto Robot.
You can, but that means getting rid of Chip's challenge. And
he-
Minesweeper.
And he would never accept that.
Let's put it on the phone then.
Sure.
Let's download it on the phone then.
Connects phone.
Are you gonna head to the docking bay?
Yeah. After we've downloaded a map onto the phone.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Are there any weapons in here?
No.
Does it look like the captain made it off the ship?
Looking at the corpses in this room, seems like none of them have the captain's, like, uniform on. So maybe?
Didn't go down with his ship. What a piece of shit.
But if you head back to the docking bay, everyone roll perception? Ronald and I, you notice. So you know the corpse of that guard that was, like, dying before and growing out of his misery? Yeah, that's just gone.
That's fine. No problems with that. Ronald tells everyone else.
That's not normal for dead people to just disappear. Usually they stay where they are unless another living person moves them. Be on your guard. Move towards the other ship.
I think that's a good place to call the session, though.
That person has vanished.
Yes. I know what's going on here.
It's a party. Everyone's throwing us a secret party.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what your listeners is like your favorite thing, right? Vomit and blood.
Our
Yeah.
use. Maybe not everyone else's.
And disappearing corpses.
Yeah. It's like a party game. It's a hide and seek, but with a corpse.
Yeah. The
Like
strangest
these
games
games
of
before,
hide.
they never worked out well.
So did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not as fucked, but still fucked.
Interesting.
Ah.
I made friends and then they all died.
Well, you don't know that. They could be still alive. And they'll be really awkward. It's like, are you wearing my jacket? No. It's got my initials engraved on it. No, these are my initials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess we'll find out if everything's fine next time. Maybe.
I'm sure you guys, it'll all work out for you guys,
I
except
really
when
don't
it
want to go
doesn't.
into the. I really don't want to go into the ship where all this illnesses come from with like just us.
You
with
don't want to
no,
go into a ship that wiped out an entire other ship of people just by docking with it. That
yeah,
seems a
it
bit
feels like a
unaccepting of
mistake.
Graham.
We need a
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Unfortunately, there's no other way off the ship that we're currently on without just yeeting ourselves into space. So we've got to look for other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when we looked out the front window of the ship that we're on, did we get a good look at the ship at the at least part of the ship that we're docked with?
No. Both of the windows that you guys peered through were like in the wrong position to see the ship.
Right. Anyway, I think we do need to get. Strangely, I do actually think we need to get to the other ship to see if there's anything left on that ship so that we can escape.
Guess we'll see.
Yep, next time.